that is how you get the money people mad at you and find yourself in this predicament. So the money people have finally got on board. Florida's athletic director met with Florida's boosters to talk about potentially getting rid of Billy Napier today. And before we get into the here's the details of Billy Napier's about. It's approximately 21.3 million, 50% of which should be owed within 30 days of termination. The remaining 50% will be paid in equal installments of 12.5% each year on July 15th through July 15th of 2029. And Billy Napier's deal was 7 years, 51.8 million, signed in 2021. Uh, there's no offset clause in Napier's contract. Now let's go on to details, and this is how you find yourself in this predicament right here. You got 21 and 23 at Florida, 11 and 16 in conference games, 3 and 12 versus your rivals. That's a 200 win percentage. Florida State, Georgia, LSU, Miami, and Tennessee. That was the considered rivals for the purpose of this video. First ranked opponents, you go 5 and 18, and then on road games, you go 5 and 14. And that is how you get the money people mad at you and find yourself in this predicament. And I'd say the worst loss of Billy Napier's tenure. A lot of them kind of came this year, I thought, as he redeemed himself, going to that winning streak towards the last year. But the 24-27 loss to South Florida was the one that really kind of got himself on the hot seat. That was the one that Florida needed to have with their tough schedule this year. And not only did you lose, but you had to do spit in the player's face, and it just looked ugly. The play calling looked bad. You got outplayed in that game. And then the loss to Miami, they only had 141 yards of offense and 0 for 13 on third down. And then at the end of the first half, it was only like 36 yards of offense, and they just looked they looked terrible in the game. Another way to put it. And then the A&M loss, 14-point loss on the road. If you watched that game, it kind of felt like the whole second half was just A&M's game. Florida kind of lost their fight after halftime, in my opinion. Then you had the loss to Vanderbilt, the 23 season, and you combine all this with everything, and that's how you find yourself out of a job. And I'm surprised it's taken this long.